And Gemini, welcome to your reading. Let's see what the things you need to know.
All right.
What does my Gemini need to know at this time? What does my Gemini need to know at this time? Gemini, you're not alone. All right, you're needing to be nurtured at this time. You're needing comfort at this time. The reason why you're not alone, because as a collective, you're not the only one experiencing what you're experiencing right now. And it may be something that you don't want to hear right now. You need physical touch. You're needing the presence of someone. You're needing someone to have an open ear. Your heart is precious. And what you're feeling, words can't describe them. You could be surrounded by people and just feel alone. Your heart is heavy. You have compassion for the world. You care about everyone else. But who's caring for you? Give me one more, please. Just know that your guides cherish you and love you. And if they were able to come in the 3D and human form, they will be at your beck and call. Forgiveness. If you're another zodiac sign and you resonate with Gemini's things you should know messages, you have to forgive yourself for being so open. And it's going to be hard for you to close your heart, to create a door, like to not allow access where people can let you down or fumble your heart in some type of way. You're needing a type of love that words can't describe. You got to stop trauma bonding with people too, as a side note. And pertaining to forgiveness, Gemini, holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. You have to heal your inner self. I don't want to say your inner child, your inner teen, whatever happened to you in your teenage time, you got to heal that. You got to heal that. You got to forgive that resentment. You got to tell resentment, I'm going to heal. And as hard as it is to be your own caregiver, you got to get around people who are not going to fumble you, who are going to tell you truth, speak truth to you, and show up. There's people who will show up for you, and in the beginning it may be irritable, but it's real love, real compassion. You know how some people can tell you about yourself the things you don't want to hear, but then once you accept it and you forgive what it is that you receive, it shifts where then you're nurtured in a way by people you thought were against you. I don't know who Gemini that's for, but you have this love. This it is amazing. If you've been wondering what your purpose is, it's to love. You are a protector in some sort. What are caregivers? They're supposed to protect. Not only do they provide, they serve. They provide companionship. But you need that right now. You need companionship. You need comfort. You need nurturing. It feels like I'm talking to a Gemini. You may have like, you know how people say Gemini has an old soul. You're not an old person. It's just you're a wise person. And it feels like you've been here before. Someone is praying for you, Gemini, whether you want to believe it or not. I'm going to say this, Gemini, and you may not like it, but when you're ready to change, you will. Because you know exactly where the error is, and you know where the mending is too. But I don't want you to, I'll tell you a story about a man who loved his mother. It's a true story. I'm just not giving you the detail. But there's a man who loved their mother. They showed up for their mother the way that the other siblings didn't show up for the mother. And the bond that this man and their mother had was their bond, their thing. They understood each other. But one day the mother told the son about himself. And ever since that day, that bond was never the same. That man's mother passed away, and he yearns for that moment every day. And he has companions that are available who are the same age of what his mother would have been if his mother was alive. He has access to companionship and support and love, unconditional love, but it's not the same from the love that he had from his mother the day that he departed from the truth and the wisdom that his mother gave him that day. So, what I'm telling you, Gemini, is the fact that you know that people love you, don't put the people that you know love you and care for you that you are abandoning, Gemini. This is the part I know you're not going to want to hear, because there's times in my life where I didn't want no one to take out the time to tell me about myself. Don't put the people who love you and care about you on reserve, because you never know how long they'll be there. Okay? That's what you should know. Don't abandon the true people who have good intentions for you, Gemini. Most of all, Gemini, stop abandoning yourself. These are the things you should know. If you've never prayed before, you need to start, or it doesn't have to be praying, meditating. Find a sense of stillness, Gemini, where you can practice restoration. Give me a love oracle for my Gemini, please. A love oracle for Gemini. Right? That's the part everyone runs away from. I just remember, Gemini, like just growing up in the church. All of my uncles are pastors except 3 or 4 of them, right? Anywho, majority of them all passed away. I think I only have 2 uncles that are alive, and I had about 9 uncles. 9 uncles, and there's only 2 living now. But anywho, listen, I don't take that too kindly. It's just I don't want to get emotional. So the reason why I'm trying to brush it off is because I'm getting emotional. So yeah, I was raised in a church, right? So it just reminds me during altar call, and this was the fun part. It was like, growing up, people would be all into church, clapping and having a good time. And then when it's their time for testimony, they couldn't wait for testimony. And they would share their experiences or what God has done for them, just their moment. Everyone wants to have a moment to speak, right? But this was when it became funny as a kid, okay? Is when the pastor would do altar call. Ain't nobody laughing and joking no more. And this is kind of what it feels like. It's kind of like, you know, as long as you're getting your way, Gemini, there's no issues. But when you're not getting your way anymore, it's like, it's not the fact. God's love is agape's love. No matter what you do to God, God is going to always love you. God is not going to shun from you. No, you know? And the fact that you know that is kind of like we can say, I got God and that's all I need to a certain degree. To a certain degree, we're human, we're humane. No one wants to be alone. Even a person that's alone who says they're happy in being alone, they're not happy. Believe me, no one wants to grow old being alone. Your body aching and hurting. There's no one there to assist you. Come on now. No one wants to be alone. That's a lie. And if a person lives alone, they're surrounded by people, meaning they can go outside and they always have connection with people, but they live alone. That's a difference. But someone who's just living life alone, no one wants to be alone. And Gemini, I know you don't want to be alone, but don't manifest that into your life. Don't become a miserable, bitter person. These are the things that you need to know. If you keep going the way you're going, you will create a space where no one's going to want to come towards you. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead and pull your love oracle. Love oracle for my Gemini, please. Love oracle for Gemini. All right, calling in your soulmate, Gemini. And this doesn't have to be a romantic interest. This is family, friends, people you work with. Doesn't matter. Your prayers, affirmation, and visualization help you bring you together. And what did I channel, Gemini? That you need to start praying, doing some type of yoga, stillness, whatever, affirmations, whatever it is that's going to give you a type of reboost, a recharge, hope, having hope. All right. When you summons God, ask God to bring the people who are good for you, people who will uplift you, people who have good intentions for you. I don't want you to trauma bond with people, because what do you learn from trauma bonding? You're just surviving. And then so people who survive, they become crabs in a bucket. You don't get out the bucket. Okay? All right. Get out the bucket. You are being chosen. You're being literally, divine's hand is pulling you out of the bucket. What else does Gemini need to know? Out the bucket. Let go. Some things are best, this is for you, Gemini. Some things are best let go and let the universe work it out in its divine timing. I'll wait. I'll say it again. Sometimes some things are best let go, Gemini, and let the universe work it out in its divine timing. You got to let go of needing to be in control, because it ain't working for you. Can you see it? Can you feel it? You wouldn't be showing up if it's working for you. Now, if you just showing up and you like your SGL, I'm just showing you some love. Thank you. I do appreciate it, because I'm showing up for you, and I hope you appreciate me showing up for you, Gemini, and my other zodiac signs who have Gemini placements. Thank you. I'm honored. But yeah, let go is what you need to know, Gemini. All right, let's go ahead. What else does Gemini need to know? What else does my Gemini need to know? Gemini, you have change. You need to understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Oh, that's confirmation of your whole session. Change. Letting go is definitely going to create change too. Praying, affirmations. What does it say? Wait. Which card was that? My God. Oh, here it is. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. You know what I just got here, Gemini? You need to create a vision board for 2025. Okay? You do. And for my future viewers, if it's 2026 or whatever year this is that you're in when you step in and you're watching this, you need to create a vision board and speak the change in your life. For others of you, if you don't, you don't have disposable income to get the knickknacks to create a vision board to put on a board, you can create a digital board. You can download Pinterest and create a board, put all the things on there, You can create that, or you can screenshot images and put it on a notepad on your phone. There's many ways. All right. There's no excuses. All right. What is the I am message for my Gemini? I am message for Gemini. Thank you. All right. Shining lights. I love this. Gemini, you're willing, you're open. I love this. Your I am message that you can use on a daily. My desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells in me. I feel tears of joy, good, happy tears. There's hope. I love you, Gemini. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle. Until we meet again.